Hi. I'm Das Kapital, but you can call me Kyle. Over the weekend, I put out a call across my social media for you to ask me anything. I picked my favorite questions and thought I would answer them in a video so you can get to know me, I can get to know you. Soft, gentle, easy. On that note, we're going to start with a light and simple question.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever said or regret saying?
Cool. I mean, if you must know, something that I've been losing sleep about is that I recently got into a very heated argument with someone that I care about a lot. And as I was storming off to try and prove my point, I said, "Cool beans," and walked away. And it's been bothering me ever since. Thanks for asking. Definitely want to know what inspired you to become a DJ/producer and which artists do I look up to? I'm one of those really boring stories where you're a musician who goes like, I was raised musical, man. There was always music around me. My parents were so into music. And it's true, I was. I grew up listening to a lot of rave music in the 90s. What a shock. Who would have thought that this guy likes the 90s? Who knew? And I always loved music. I started writing songs when I was 13. I started producing when I was about 15. And when I was about 18, 19, I really started taking it seriously. And I just went, you know what? This is going to be my job. And I really fell in love with electro then. And I was like, cool, that's it. Who do I look up to? Deadmau5, because that guy does not give up. And I respect that about him. Ben Shuvali asked, what do you do to relax? YouTube, if I'm being completely honest. In my little amount of downtime I give myself, I like to watch stuff on YouTube. I watch a lot of really absurdist comedic stuff, as well as just actually a couple of streams that I like. Just stuff that really helps me switch my brain off, because that's what I need more than anything. Otherwise, at the moment, just getting out the house, just going grocery shopping, just anything like that, just to clear the head a little bit before it's back to work. How many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth? It's a good question. I would also like to know the answer, but he hasn't replied to my DM yet. So I got two questions here that I think are quite easily answered together, so I grouped them together. Noshad on Instagram asked, what has been the most challenging thing for you during lockdown? And Gary asked, has the pandemic changed or influenced the way you produce music? And for me, those are very interlinked, because I think the challenge that I've been facing as a musician is just finding the inspiration to write club music when there are no clubs, when there are no festivals. And it's okay. And my kind of way that I've changed is, rather than forcing myself to work, which I was doing, I treat making music as a job, I have taken a little bit of a step back just to allow myself to be inspired a bit more, listen to more things rather than just pumping stuff out, finishing projects when I have to, for sure, but also just giving myself the space to deal with the real world rather than be like, I have to make a banger right now. Connor on Facebook asks, what is my favorite piece of production, studio, or DJ gear that I own? There is only one answer to this question ever. Full stop. It is my Roland TB303, a demonstration, if you please, future Kyle. Kieran on Instagram asked, what's the worst thing someone can put in their Tinder bio?
Jess, obsessed with coffee and tattoos. Let's go on adventures. Make me laugh. Proud mum to fur babies.
Wanderlust. And if it's a guy and he has the words future CEO or entrepreneur anywhere in his bio, run now. Save yourself the time. Get out. Official Hartley asks, what is my worst trait or feature and my best trait or feature? I'm a career musician. Dash and Adam both asked, when I'm making music, do I have a certain routine? Do I start with a certain thing? And the answer is, I personally start with drums, but that's just because drums are such a huge part of my tracks. Honestly, 3/4 of the channels I use, which is a lot in every track, is drums. But that's just because I like building around a kind of a groove idea more than a melodic idea, but sometimes I do it differently. It's on a track-by-track basis. That's just where I start. But yeah, it just depends. I got a lot of questions about sneakers. If you don't know why I've got a lot of questions about sneakers, consider following me on Instagram. Links to all my socials are in the description, so you can go and check that out. But I'm a big fan. Now, you're probably expecting me to say something like, is it the J. Cole Puma Dreamer collaboration? Is it The Yeezy Kanye West Adidas? Is it the Michael Jordan Air Jordan 1 perhaps? And they're all viable contenders, but really, my two favorites of the past year, specifically 6 months, it's gotta either be the stocks and socks, baby. The Birkenstock, gotta hit him, you gotta do it to him. Just baggy jean and a baggy jersey, comfy, these, German tourist on lock. Or, it's gotta be the Coco V1s. It's gotta be the I ain't leaving the house 3s. The, really, is it my turn to take out the trash 5s? Big question here from Henry. What can I get you for Father's Day next year? Well, Henry, the only thing any parent could ever ask for from a child really is love and support. On Patreon.
In the plains of South Africa, we find the dance music DJ. Unable to tour for the first time in 10 years, he has begun to revert back to his feral state. His instincts drive him to insert his headphones into anything he can find, in the hopes that he may be able to throw out a couple of bangers once more. Now, dear DJ, no matter how many times you beg, those birds cannot put their f***ing hands up. Truly, a miserable creature, without purpose or value. But you can help.
If you want to support this pitiful musician as he attempts to entertain you, subscribe at patreon.com/I am Das Kapital. Link in the description.
Thank you so much, handsome ad guy. What a fantastic service, Patreon. Wow, we should all go sign up for that. That's just, look, man, the kids, the things kids think of these days. Anyway, it's time for some rapid fire questions. 2K's on him asks, best country you've ever played in? Mozambique. Twiggy Vanilla asks, if I were on death row, what would my last meal be? Probably my grandmother's goulash soup, if I'm honest. TK Baby asks, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Mate, you're worrying about the wrong house. Vaynon Poseidonhood asks, what Pokemon would you be? Haunter. I Get No Views asks, would you consider your belly button to be your old mouth? To which I ask him, would you consider going for therapy, please? Kieran asks, if you had to pick a new moniker today in the same line as Das Kapital, i.e. politically themed, what would it be? The Great Depression. Dream collab? Stevie Wonder. What's your zodiac sign? Stop. What would you want me to do in the video? And I tell you if I can do it, Lamau. Yes. And finally, Darren asks, what made you decide to start a channel at this point in your career? Welcome back. And then you asked, what does my 5-year plan look like? And what are my aspirations and my ultimate vision as an artist? Really, I'm just trying to find ways to express myself, whether it be through music, whether it be through here on YouTube, whether it be anywhere else in any sphere. I'm just trying to find ways to authentically put my ideas out into the world. And if I find people that resonate with those ideas, all for the better. That's all that really matters, is just kind of getting my thoughts out there, finding people that resonate with that, find people that think it's cool, and building a community around that. Community is first and foremost. Luke Rowe asks, what is your favorite flavor of Monster? Okay, I get it. I'm Kyle. Monster. I drink Monster, right? That's just what we do. We drink the energy drinks, and we punch things, and if this video gets 5 likes, I will do a Monster review. As many flavors as I can get. Monster South Africa, this is calling you out. Courier me some stuff. Builder's Warehouse. Sponsor me some drywall. Let's turn this into a party. You know what time it is. Travis Austin asks, is Elon Musk secretly your daddy? Now, I saw this tweet with Elon Musk mentioning Das Kapital. He's of course talking about the book, not me specifically. But Elon, listen, I know you like EDM, right? I know you do like pretending you're not a South African, and that's all cool. You've already got 7 kids. Hear me out. What is one more child? Just throw me a couple million. I'll help you be a better DJ, you and me. I'm not asking for anything for free. You see what I... Libertarianism, bro. Capitalism rules, dude. And finally, Ziggy the Hero asked, who is my favorite member of Kids Next Door? I don't know, man. That number one guy seems pretty cool. I just can't put my finger on why. There's just something so relatable and likable about him. There's something, he's just got that energy. And that's enough internet for today. Thank you so much for joining me. More importantly, thank you so much for the questions. Let's do that again soon. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please be sure to go and like and subscribe. Of course, I'll be posting new videos on this channel every single Friday. Patrons get it first, as well as behind the scenes content every single Thursday. You can go and check out links to my Patreon, as well as to all of my social media, where you can go and follow me in my bio. Also check out my latest releases on whichever platform you listen to your music. For now, all I do need you to do until I speak to you, see you, or hear from you next is rave safe, stay hydrated, look after yourselves and those around you, and of course, I will chat to you soon. Peace. Special shout out to patrons. Thank you to everyone who has gone and signed up this past week. You were amazing. And you actually got me quite excited to make you all of this cool extra stuff that I'm working on. Big up, of course, to Matthew Phelan and Simon Dowdles, this week's VIP patrons. You the bears. Thank you so much.